So now they're suing the clinic, obviously, like, come on. But what do you do with that? They wanted a baby, they got the baby, she carried the baby, it's a very, very cute baby. But who are the biological parents of this girl? How are you?
I'm all right, to be fair.
I don't know if I want to be positive, if I want to be gloomy, if I'm in a bad mood, if I'm in a good mood.
I just feel like it's been low bar, low bar, low bar, but
We've been low bar, man. I feel like life has just been lifing. And it sucks because January was going quite well. And then someone dropped a
yeah,
bomb on our lives midway through the month. And ever since then, we're just trying to keep it together. So, bar wise, so signal check, which is where we do our kind of temperature check, a barometer of how we're feeling this week, what's our energy level saying. I would love to say that I was full bars because actually I should be full bars. I kind of am full bars. I'm full bars in some ways, but in other ways, I am so tired, so drained. Great weekend, by the way. Such a fun weekend. Looking forward to this week. I think it's going to be a good week, but just bloody exhausted. How about you? I keep hearing what sounds like gunshots out of my window. And I know it's a car backfiring, but why is it happening so many times today?
oh
My
shit.
nerves can only take so much. But yeah, how's your week been or your weekend? Where are you at? Because boy,
It's a weird one. I feel like it's a push and pull. I'm trying my best to fight against the forces that be. I've
they're trying to
got
drag you down.
exactly.
Your
I've
village people.
like
The village people are trying to drag us down. They really are. They can never succeed.
too real, too real. I'm also on my period,
Oh,
and my cramps have been absolutely insane. We don't talk enough about the shooting pains that we get in our backside.
shit, I'm not gonna lie, we talk enough about it. We spoke at length about this in the first time, the most recent period. I think it was episode 3 or 4. One of the early episodes. We went quite into depth about it. I told everyone about the first time I experienced it.
Yeah.
So we talk enough about it, but as a
As a
society,
society,
yeah,
exactly. Like I'm on a call and I'm getting shooting pains right up in like it
it's like a
shoots so
lightning
far,
bolt.
it's into my brain at this
Yeah,
point. Like it's so
it's like a lightning bolt. I thought it
stressful.
was so unique to me. I didn't know that we were all going through this. There's a physiological reason for why this happens. We do need to talk more about women's health. And
Yeah,
also,
so
we
that we
need
can
to
get
put a
some
stop
answers.
to it. It's not just about talking and research. Make it stop. Make it stop. Month in, month out, the same shit.
It's so ridiculous because we did have a good night. We went out.
Yeah, the weekend was great. So Friday night was Alex's birthday party, which was so much fun. Oh my God, getting ready was so stressful though, because everything that could go wrong went wrong for me in the lead up. In the end, I
Yeah.
managed to pull it together, but imagine I had like a whole plan for my hair, ordered a new wig, two new wigs. I was gonna have a pick of the two well in advance. Well in advance. The woman was assuring me, reassuring me, double, triple assuring me, because I was checking every single few days, is this still the expected delivery date? Still the expected delivery date? She kept confirming. What happened on the day or the day before? It wasn't going to come. It wasn't going to come. I crashed out. Do you know what? I actually didn't crash out as badly as I wanted to internally, because at that point I had just completely given up. I'd given up. Outfit, no, nowhere to be seen. No clothes to speak of. All of my clothes look like shit. Suddenly, I have nothing in my wardrobe. So all this clear out that I keep talking about doing, what am I clearing out? There's nothing in there. It's all crap.
That is literally the worst feeling when you're bringing out your clothes, being like, okay, this looks like shit. This looks like shit. Who bought this? Whose wardrobe even is this?
What kind of event could I confidently go to with the items in my closet? What do I ever buy things for? Nice dinners, probably. That's about it.
Oh yeah, you did have like really
Dinner
nice dinner
outfits,
dresses.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which I will be able to put a couple of them to use because we're going for dinner this evening.
Oh
So it's actually, yeah, for Alex's birthday, we're continuing the celebrations and we're going for dinner. So I have an outfit for that and then also something for Valentine's Day. But I need to assess my wardrobe, figure out what I have, and get rid of everything that is not serving me, which is going to be 80% of my wardrobe. So yeah, definitely let's get that date booked in because if you want to go home with something,
Mm, I do.
I'm happy to let go of things. I'm ready to let go of it all.
And then you get the fun thing of refilling it with things that are actually like capsule pieces and things
Yeah,
that you actually want to wear and
good
every
quality. And
yeah.
just take my time with that as well because I am such a sucker for a quick sale, quickly go and fill my basket with all these things that are just a really good discount, but are you actually going to wear it? Like, how are you going to incorporate this into your wardrobe? What's your plan here? So, I'm going to just take my time with it and start buying things for spring, summer. I think I actually do have quite a good summer wardrobe, but just ease my way into each season and yeah, select my pieces carefully. But all that to say, signal check wise, I'm fighting my way to stay full bars today because it is Alex's birthday and I need to celebrate the day that he came to be because what an amazing day. But my energy levels are zero. Went out on Friday. Why am I still so tired? Is it that? It can't be that.
It can't be that, but the hangovers are lasting
It's a
long.
48-hour affair.
I didn't
Oh,
realize it would hit us like that. I thought
kid.
it was, oh God, what
It was
happened?
crazy. No, no, this is a good thing. I need you to try the fish and chips that I had on my hangover day on Saturday. I don't know if you've ever had it, Sutton and Sons, Essex Road.
No.
That's my speaker.
Oh
This
my
week I'm
God.
putting on Sutton and Sons on Essex Road. It's a fish and chips place. Girl, it bangs.
Shit.
Everyone, if you and on a hangover, it was so good. Everything tasted delicious. I got cod fillets and
Oh,
they were so crispy and oh, delicious. And then I also got, oh my God, I got a lobster roll, but it was a warm lobster roll, lobster and salmon and saffron, seasoned
what are you telling?
deliciously,
What are you saying?
buttery, soft bread, like a deliciously baked brioche roll. Well, it wasn't brioche, but it was a soft, sweetish kind of bread with garlic butter on it and the chid. It slapped. It slapped. So I got that. I know. Look at the menu when you get a
Yeah,
second.
I need to understand what kind of establishment this is because is it a chippy or is it a restaurant?
It's a restaurant. It's a restaurant. You can sit in there, but Alex just went and picked it up. So we got the lobster roll, which I love a lobster roll, but one thing I hate about it is the cold aspect of
Yeah.
it. I can't
Yeah.
vibe with certain foods being cold, and one of them is like fish, meats. I like it to be warm. So
Mm.
having it warm and the seasoning, the flavoring was so good. I got chips, got the cod fillets, and there was one more thing I got. Oh, batter sausage.
I was gonna ask, was it about
You
sausage?
know, I
I
love a batter
love.
sausage from the chippy.
What were the
So
chips
good.
like?
Amazing. Yeah, they're amazing.
Oh,
Every single thing was. What did Alex get? He got a actual normal sized piece of cod. Huge, flaky, crispy,
oh my
soft,
God.
meaty, everything you could hope for. And then we had tartar sauce. Yeah, you're gonna have to go. Yesterday, me and Alex were fighting for our lives not to get it again. We were like, we can't do it, we can't. But all we wanted was another lobster roll. Oh, he also got prawn tempura. Yeah,
Whoa,
I
what? This
know,
place is
I
legit.
know. Have a look at the menu and you'll
Because
see.
I love a humble chippy. Like I'm such a chippy
Mhm.
stan. We know that good chippy that we had back when
Back
we
in
were
the day,
younger. What
yeah.
it's called Arsenal Fish Bar. It's not there anymore. When we grew up on that, it was so good. But normally you just get chips or fish and chips, battered sausage,
Yeah.
Bavalois are
Stick it in a
there.
paper bag,
Stick it in a
in the paper
paper
cone or
bag
whatever, and
and
keep it pushing.
enjoy.
Yeah.
But
No,
this is saying,
it wasn't, it does give chippy.
yeah,
Like there's a place, spaces to sit in, but it's not a calf. It's
okay,
somewhere in between like a calf and a restaurant.
okay,
But like it tastes like a proper chippy. It's not an elevated, everything's got a twist on it. I don't like that.
okay,
Like it's the
yeah,
chips are what you expect, the batter sausage is what you expect, the cod is what you expect, but everything is perfectly done. So
wow. But
yeah.
okay, I'm
So I
sold. I'm
really,
sold.
yeah. So we had a great hangover day. Watched Love Island. We missed it on
Mm.
Friday, so caught up with that. I think, oh, we also watched His and Hers. You need to watch it, and then next week we'll talk about it and do a whole deep dive onto that show, that series. And guys, if you're listening and you don't want it to be spoiled for next week, watch it. and then we can all have a whole like discussion about it and analyze that series because boy, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Okay, we're 2 episodes in, so
Yeah,
I'll
it's six
definitely finish.
episodes. They're like 45 minutes each, and definitely worth. Yeah, just worth just watching.
Okay, good. Can we just circle back to the fish and chips in terms of the dips and the
Mm.
sauces that you had? You said tartar sauce, curry sauce, peas.
I didn't have curry sauce. I did get a pickled onion,
You were
which
saying you wanted
yeah,
that.
it was yeah, I didn't actually get it from the chippy because they forgot it. So I got it from Sainsbury's, rinsed it under the tap just to get rid of that extra vinegar taste.
Mm.
And for some reason I was just really craving a pickled onion. I've never really had one, I don't think. I've had it like a couple of times in my life. But it added what it needed to add. But in terms of dips, we just got the tartar sauce. They have like a garlic aioli and they do have curry sauce, I'm pretty sure, and other sauces, but I just went for the tartar and had ketchup. That's what I usually do for my chippies. You like curry sauce for your fish and chips?
Yeah, I like having tartar sauce is essential.
Mm,
Curry sauce is nice to have, and mushy peas is if I'm in the mood for it. But I
right.
do like having it there. And if I'm really just wanting to treat myself, I have the trio. I like them
Wow.
all.
And what do you do with the curry sauce? It's not for the fish.
It's for the chips.
Oh, fairs, fairs. That's what I wanted to
Yeah.
hear. I was getting scared there that you're putting your fish with curry sauce, which might actually be nice, but doesn't feel it. Yeah, no, for me it's tartar sauce and ketchup, but really I could just do the ketchup and be happy with that.
Wow.
Yeah, I could.
Salt and vinegar?
Oh yeah, definitely salt and vinegar. Definitely salt and vinegar. I'm actually so hungry because I had the first thing I did this morning was go to my dentist appointment and they numbed both sides of my mouth. So if
Ooh.
I'm still talking a little bit unclear, that's why. But I didn't have breakfast before.
Oh God,
Yeah, rookie
rookie.
mistake. Exactly. I didn't have breakfast. I wanted to. I sat with it with the intention, but certain more hours of the morning, it's just too early for me to eat. I don't know what it is. So I couldn't eat my breakfast. And then after the appointment, he was like, "You can't eat for the next 4 hours." So yeah, I'm really hungry. All I want now is that soft garlic buttery lobster roll.
Oh my
Ah,
God. Stop. Get me
eh,
to Sutton and Sons.
no,
Get me to
honestly,
Sutton and Sons now.
honestly.
Do you remember our history with Essex Road? Speaking, what happened to you?
There's a parade going down my street right now.
Parade?
Yeah, drums and and it's kind
Yeah, go
of,
and look. What Monday? Neighborhood watch. That's what I miss about living in central London.
ooh la la.
Oh, you can't hear me.
It's not wetting. I think it's wait. Let me put my headphones on so I can hear you. I don't know what culture they are, but that looked vibey. I want to be there.
Oh my God, that's what I was just saying. That's what I miss about living in central London. Always something to look at out the window. There's
Exactly.
always something to look at out the window. I don't even see fox fights here.
Oh shit. Do you know what? Be glad about that. Because
Really?
yeah, because the foxes are doing a lot in my area. And also the cats.
Oh God.
Actually, I can't supply it because it actually makes me really annoyed. That situation is really, really annoying for me. But yeah, I don't know what culture it is, but they're a group of men in suits with drums and they're outside doing like a little procession. And
Okay.
they just entered, I think they're going to get the bride or going to get the groom or something, but it looks really, really cool. I took a video, or I hope it recorded because my phone's fucking shit these days.
That's what Apple does. The second they bring out their other ones, all your old, and yours is quite old.
You're like old. Yeah, my iPhone 12 is acting up these days.
Anyway, how was the dentist though? Because one thing about me and the dentist is I'm gonna cry in that chair.
Every single time you go, before they even start, you're like,
I always
I'm
go,
already crying.
I'm like, I'm a nervous patient, by the way.
That is such a funny way to phrase it. Not just being like, oh, I get a bit nervous. You're like, this is my label. Let's put it in your notes. Nervous patient. Treat me with tender love and care because I am gonna cry. No, it actually wasn't that bad. As far as dentist appointments go, where you actually have to have a dental procedure, like it's not just a checkup or
Yeah.
so I had to have two crowns fitted, one on the back of each tooth. God, I have so many dental stories, but this one was one of these teeth cracked, like literally when I was in final year of uni, eating popcorn recklessly.
Oh,
Popcorn's gonna do it every time. What if
popcorn, popcorn chip by composite. That's what's going to cost me 200 and something pounds to fix.
God?
Popcorn chipped it.
No, because if your tooth hits that kernel at the wrong angle, you're
You're
done.
done.
And that's ridiculous because is tooth not bone?
I don't.
Is
So
bone not
popcorn,
strong?
literally, so popcorn can break my arm? What are we
Right,
saying?
right. Where does it stop? So if it can
You're,
break a tooth, how far can this go?
but you're so right about eating popcorn recklessly because there's no other way to eat it. You
Literally,
just start grabbing it and scoffing it in
right.
your mouth.
Which is within our rights. We should be able to. It's literally popped
That's how
air.
you do
Like
it.
it's all just about getting as much as in as you can so that you can actually feel the enjoyment of it. Yeah, it
Yeah.
broke my tooth, and this was years ago. For some reason, they gave me a filling, a really big filling, when it should have been a crown. And then the other
Mm.
side, I can't even remember what happened on the other side, but I had to have a root canal. And after a root canal, you're supposed to have a crown to kind of protect the tooth because at this point, it weakens the structure. Now, I didn't have these things at the time where I should have, but I recently have been pursuing actually getting this dental work finished because last year, I think it's actually 2 years ago now, 2 Januaries ago, one of my other teeth, like one of my other molars that had a root canal previously and just had a big filling on it, I lost it. Cracked, broken, had to get it extracted. And they told me that if I had a crown on it, then that wouldn't have happened.
Oh.
Yeah. So that actually happened because I was eating oxtail. So it's just the enjoyment of your favorite things. And I was on an oxtail run this time. Every
Oh
single day I
yeah.
was eating, I was going, or you do a lunchtime deal where it's like rice and peas or whatever rice you want, oxtail and steamed veg. I was banging that out every single day. On this day, it was my first meal I'd had all day, so I was so hungry. There's a theme here, recklessness. I was going in, and there was just a tiny bit of bone that I didn't register on this mouthful of rice. The angle that this thing hit my tooth in broke that tooth that had had a previous root canal. So, yeah, that's how I lost the tooth. And then I could even go into more detail with that saga about the whole extraction story, what
Oh,
happened, what I went through, how I was crying blood every day. I was on codeine for like a week and a bit. That's the cliff notes. Anyway, I thought let me get this crown in so that I can avoid losing any more teeth. And actually, yeah, like I was saying, as far as dental procedures go that I've had, this one was pretty pain free. He did numb the hell out of my mouth, and those needle pricks into your gum hurt like a bitch.
mm.
But the actual procedure, and even now as the numbing is wearing off, I'm not really feeling much pain. Touch
That's
wood.
good. Touch wood, yeah.
Yeah, touch wood, because I'm eating steak tonight. So I need these teeth to be working. I need these back molars to be settled and ready to eat this steak and sushi feast that I have planned later on.
Oh God, yeah. I've got so many dental horror stories. That's why I sit down and cry straight away because the trauma that's just washes over my body when I sit in that chair, and the poor dental nurse has to do the suction as well as patting down my eyes.
Mopping up the tears. That's so cute. Did she use the suction to suction out the tears?
You should.
Do
One
you
of them
know?
has held my hand before. Sorry, go on. You should
Oh,
say it.
that's so cute. That's so sweet. Do you know what I hate? When I'm in the dentist, my tongue starts betraying me, moving any which way. Like if there's a tool that's going on the left side of my mouth and the dentist needs that space clears that he can work on there, my tongue is following the tool to the left side of my mouth. If when it wants when the dentist wants my tongue to lie flat, it flexes up. When it wants it every single time, it doesn't. So this time around, I could just feel he had a tool that was just pressing my tongue in place, like holding it to the side, holding it down, holding it whichever way he wanted it to go, because it's a very busy, curious thing. And it wants to know what's going on in my mouth every single time.
That's so funny. The
So
poor thing. It
awkward.
was probably thinking it was going to be food because she hadn't eaten for how many hours. It's like, oh,
Literally, literally. Oh gosh. But you know, with your dental trauma, and I have some dental trauma, but it's not any deep way. It's more just that every time I go to the dentist, I need work done. Less so these days. These days, I'm always getting A star, well done, teeth look great, gums are healthy, you're doing a great job. But growing up, we didn't really used to floss growing up,
Mm.
which has been the game changer for me,
Yeah,
the absolute game changer.
that
But
is actually so crazy that we do that, but we just sleep with like food, but that's what we
yeah,
used to do.
yeah, and we didn't know any better at that time. I
Mm.
thought flossing was just like a thing they did on TV. I swear they didn't really used to emphasize it to us at the dentist. It was just always brush twice a day, brush twice a day. Back in my day, flossing wasn't really that. It was like an American thing in my mind, like they just did on TV. Maybe it's just our household. But I think that the source of your dental trauma is that specific incident that happened. So we had, when we were growing up, we had a dentist who was extremely old and past retirement. He owned the practice, it was his practice, it was named after him, the man, the myth, the legend, and he was ancient. He was past it. He shouldn't have been operating in people's mouths, no way. And he fucked such it up.
Yeah. So thankfully my mum was in the room. This honestly, I was in and out of the dentist because I broke my tooth when I was younger, my front tooth. I broke it diagonally. So you know when you have a sandwich and you want to make it fancy and you cut it from corner to corner.
Why
That's
did you
what
have to
my
describe? Why did you have to explain what diagonally means? It was quite a big chip.
it was a huge chip. Like I wouldn't even call it a chip. I lost half of my tooth diagonally
Yeah, yeah.
in my front tooth. So there was that. Then I had braces for a bit, and Doctor No Good Old Man. No, what should we call him?
Let's call him Dr. Lawrence.
Okay, so Dr. Lawrence, Dr. Lawrence fancied himself an artist to that today. He was like, right, you were gonna have braces for this long, and then when you come back, I'm gonna construct your mouth so that I'm gonna fix that broken tooth. You're also missing a tooth. Like a tooth never grew. It's not like it was like it fell out or anything. I just had a tooth that never grew, and that was also one of my front teeth. So it
Wait, was
wasn't
it?
looking good for me.
Can you see it in the x-rays in your gum? In your gum line? Can you see that
No,
tooth that never grew? So it never was ever going to come.
it was never gonna come.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Oh my God.
It was one of my front teeth as well. So my front teeth were just taking a knock in bit by bit. And so the way they did it was they spaced out my teeth so that there was a gap for some sort of fake tooth to go in there where the tooth should be. Dr. Torrance, so my braces come off, Dr. Torrance comes in and injects my mouth. As you do, you want to numb the area.
Hmm.
We're waiting for it to kick in now, and my whole left side of my mouth completely swells up. Like, not even the way that your mouth sometimes goes a bit weird, goes a bit skew with,
It's like you're hiding a golf ball in there. That's what it
it
looked
was
like.
literally like I had an allergic reaction or some sort of reaction to it. It was like I had, yeah, a golf ball. And then it was even rising to like my whole cheek, my chin area. It was just really, really big. And then he wanted to inject more. He was like, not really with the program. I don't know what his plan was, but he was going to inject more to it or start operating. And my mom was like, her whole face is swelling up. What's going on? Like, hold on, don't do anything else. And he was just looking at my mom like she was just interrupting things. And they had a whole back and forth about it. And I was just in the chair, like looking around, like, what is actually going on with my face? And my mom was like, no, you guys need to stop. Everyone put your tools down. Let's figure out why she's obviously having a reaction to this.
The fact they had to be told to stop is crazy as well. Like, hello, the whole side of your face was big as fuck.
Also, the thing about Dr. Lawrence is he'd put his gloves on, put his fingers in your mouth, and it still tasted like you were smoking cigarettes or eating the cigarettes
Ew.
off of his fingers. It was so gross. So I had his bag ash finger,
Bad ash fingertips all up in your mouth. That's horrible. That's horrible.
and then my whole cheek is swollen. My mum's
Swole.
going, "Stop the procedure."
Yeah.
It was just very, very, very dramatic. And then he messed up my whole teeth. When we finally ended up doing it and completing it, my teeth looked jagged for years because of that man.
Oh. Well, they look
I
amazing
think.
now.
Thank you. Ding.
But the thing about that moment is thank God that mum was there because as a child getting essentially operated on by a dentist, you need people to advocate for you and someone to step in and say, "Hello, old man, put the needle down, put the tools down. Let's take a step back here." But it's just so
Seriously.
sad that it's actually colored your whole experience of dentists and you have to declare that at the onset. That's sad.
Seriously. Yeah. So now I just see the dentist as a place where I get injected, get drilled on. That sounds weird. Um, and
Doesn't
just
sound that
pay
bad, actually.
extortionate. Just get paid, just pay so much money. Like Invisalign, that was bloody thousands and thousands of pounds.
Yeah, Invisalign is one thing because we opted to do that for aesthetic reasons and you know what you're getting into. But the cost of the dentist is something that shocks me every single time. I don't think I'll ever get used to having to pay for that. Like my tooth cracked, now I have to pay like £300. But Invisalign is so expensive. Anything tooth related, just know you're going to be paying a good hefty bill.
That profession, like, it's so strange because there is that stat that they're really, really unhappy.
Yeah, they have the highest rate of suicide out of,
Yeah.
I think, amongst the highest rate, which just goes to show none of us are having a good time in that dentist office.
No.
I
Exactly.
actually have wondered, like, what is that actually to do with? Is it because you're in people's mouths all day? Is it the bad smells? Bad smells really do upset me. So I can imagine that would really, really,
Mm,
really, really, really ruin my life if my whole 9 to 5 was just terrible odors, decaying teeth,
mm.
people accidentally biting me, tongues following me around. But apparently it's more to do with the actual lifestyle, like the long hours. Yeah, I think I just know about the long hours, but it's more
Oh,
to do with
right.
that rather than the specifics of actually dental treatment. And I think they have targets as well. Some dental practices will have targets and they have to meet them in order to stay open. And then they're often like self-employed
Under a
type
lot of
thing.
pressure.
Yeah, so there's a lot of
Yeah.
pressure there. Exactly.
I think from the outside looking in, I just see the aesthetic dental
Mm.
people that I follow on Instagram.
Yeah.
That I'm just like, oh, that just looks amazing. It's the
Yeah.
same way I feel about tattoo artists, where I'm just like, oh my God, I wish I was a tattoo artist.
Oh,
They just,
really?
yeah, they have their own schedule, they make really cool art,
Damn.
they look cool.
My perfectionism could never. I would literally be perfecting that design for days. And then, you know, when they put the stencil on, like the template bit, and they put that part on,
Oh my God, oh, if you were doing my tattoo,
we
you'd
would be
be
there. We would be there for eight
hours.
hours, for 8 hours. I remember one tattoo that I had, which was the worst tattoo experience I had. The
Oh, what?
artist, first of all, I was in the wrong partly because you're not supposed to drink before a tattoo appointment. And I hadn't intended to drink, of course not. Come on, I'm getting a tattoo the next day. Why would I do that?
Mm.
And then something happened. I can't remember what it was, but life happened. And then it was very much, girl, you don't have to keep crying. And all my friends came. Or I went to my friends and we had a bottle of wine amongst us, like a couple of bottles. And I did drink quite a bit. But it was like someone was going through something. So life necessitated that drinking at that particular point. So I
Yeah,
got to
you
my
were being a good
appointment.
friend.
I was being a good friend, yeah. And what
Yeah.
more could we want from humanity than people who are there for others in their time of need? Anyway, the tattoo artist started. First of all, I got there and the studio stank of weed. Like it was pure, as
Oh,
in not just that she has weed in the space or she's smoked sometimes. Just before I arrived, she smoked a joint or she took a hit on a bong or something. Just the moment that I entered, she got high and she was so high.
oh, who is this? We can cut this out.
Oh, I don't remember her name, but she did my butterfly tattoo and I followed her for a while. And when she had that opening, I went and jumped on it. And then because this is actually a flash and it was £100. So it was, yeah,
That
yeah,
tattoo was £100.
this was £100. Yeah.
That would never run.
Oh my God, that's the wrong arm.
Where is she?
Yeah,
Was
exactly.
it? It wasn't any of the ones that we've both had.
I don't know if you've had her before or if you've seen her on Insta, but she has been on my list. I don't
That's
know where she is,
crazy.
chat.
She was high.
She was high. So she gets to tattooing me now, and because she's high, her engagement levels are so low, and I don't need to be talking all the way through any kind of appointment. Sometimes I'm in a really chatty mood and I want to, but in this occasion, I was I've been drinking the night before. I was fine to just lie there and let her tattoo me. But I do like a certain level of chat with my tattoo artist because, you're about to permanently tattoo something onto my skin. I would
Mm.
like there to be some feeling of connection and accountability there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I hear that.
Yeah, see me as a person, care about what you're doing. But she
Yeah,
wasn't
definitely.
quite, we didn't really get that. Fine, whatever. Anyway, the whole reason that was the worst appointment is that when she started tattooing me, I was bleeding like a motherfucker. And it was really hurting. And she looked up at me and she was like, "Did you drink alcohol?" And I was like, "Did you smoke?" I'm joking. I wanted to though. I wanted to say that. I was just like, "Yeah, just a bit of wine." And she was like, "Ah," and she was annoyed. So she basically told me off and she was annoyed at me because I drank wine the night before and it was getting blood everywhere, which to be fair, that is annoying. But to
That's
be
so funny.
fair, you are high and you wanted to just get me get into this appointment, get it done and get out. People have different needs. People have different needs. I
That's
needed to
so
drink
funny.
wine the night before.
That's so funny that you let her continue. She was high.
I was like,
Because
I was
some
like, I've
people
seen
would
her
be like,
work.
yeah, maybe that's part of her process.
Yeah,
But some
exactly.
people would be like, you're not doing this right now. You're high.
No, some people can really focus when they're high. If you're someone who smokes all the time, if I'd seen all of her other tattoos, I'm sure that she's not just gonna get high specifically for mine and then fuck it up. It's a lovely tattoo. I really like it. So I was happy with it in the end. But I just walked out of there being like, she was pissed off at me the whole time. I was literally just there like, and she did actually, she even paused to go for a smoke break in between the tattoo.
Oh my
So
God,
I
I've
think
had an
she was
artist do
just,
that before as
yeah, I
well,
think she
but
was just a pothead.
that's so funny. Why are you telling me off right now?
Right,
It's worse
exactly. I
for
hate that.
me.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm the one bleeding. Also, I don't like just on the like wanting to be a tattoo artist. I don't really want to have my own schedule. I don't.
Yeah, I know what you mean with that. Because then it's so hard to like make yourself do shit.
Exactly. And the opposite as well. Like when you're not doing things, it doesn't feel like your designated free time. It's like, oh, and I could be taking a booking
I've
right
got,
now, or I could be doing some
yes.
marketing right now, or I could be doing something towards this dream of mine. So it's just a bit long, but I do get the lifestyle does seem very cool. I like how they'll be like, I'm on tour now, I'm in this city, I'm in that city, or I'm in
This
Spain
is
doing my
it.
tattoos in Spain, I'm in Portugal, come meet me in Portugal, Portuguese followers. It
This is it.
does, yeah, that flexibility.
I think in another life I'd be a tattoo artist and I'd
Wow.
yeah, I'd have a residency in Tokyo a lot. I'd be going back and forth to
Wow.
Japan and just traveling and tattooing. Maybe I should make it a dream come true.
Maybe you should. I think in another life you'd be a voiceover actress, and I think that's more what you should
That
do.
that is also that is also one of my dreams, yeah.
But I'm quite happy with my 9 to 5, log in, log off, stress about it every other hour when you're not logged on. Have to beg for
Yeah.
leave.
Deliverables, milestones.
Right, right. Time sheets,
Teas,
KPIs.
teas.
I love it. So I really enjoy this, and I'm glad that this is the life that I chose. Anyway, I wanted to tell you because we were speaking when we were just speaking about dentists and your experience with Dr. Lawrence. That reminded me of some medical malpractice that I've seen over the weekend that was in the news. Have you heard of the Florida couple? And of course, somehow it being in Florida always just makes it a bit funnier, but this isn't funny. It's not funny, is it? It's serious.
Every time we do it, we cover something serious. I'm always giggling, and so are you.
I
You're
don't know what
saying
it
it though.
is. I don't know what it is. But this one's just a bit wild in a very Florida way. So there's a couple who were going through fertility issues, and as you do, connected with the fertility clinic and started IVF. So with IVF, obviously you go to the clinic, you have rounds of like getting injected with different hormones so that they can stimulate your egg production, I think, and then they fertilize the egg with the sperm outside. This is for people who don't know what IVF is, but just to explain how this happened, they fertilize the egg with the sperm outside and then implant the embryos into the person who's going to be carrying the child. So this couple, Stephen Mills and Tiffany Score, they were both using they were using her eggs, Tiffany's eggs, and Stephen's sperm. So
Okay.
obviously you expect that your baby is going to be biologically both of yours. So thankfully the embryo implanted and she got pregnant and she gave birth recently. Tell me why this is a white American couple. They gave birth to a gorgeous baby girl. She's black. She's black as hell. She's blacker than, you know how babies come out, black babies come out and they're really pale because their melanin hasn't set in yet. Her melanin Kate was in immediately. Then she came out of that. She's gorgeous. She's so sweet. I don't know if she's black, but she looks
Oh,
like she's dark skinned. She looks either, it's hard to tell with newborn babies because their hair texture isn't what it's going to be eventually. Hers is very straight and silky. So she could be black, she could be South Asian, she could be Afro Latina. She literally could be anything, but she definitely is not white. Let me tell you that for free. So now this couple have this baby who is only their baby. She's only their baby. Have you searched it up and you're looking at the
I've just because I've not seen this, and
yeah.
I've just searched it up. First of all, I just typed in Florida baby,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh, is that what came up?
no, I searched Florida baby, and it's a song by Isaiah Falls, so I had to put in.
Your Google skills are so shocking. You just think in this world of AI, you just think the internet in the world of AI and algorithms, you think the internet knows exactly what you're looking for. And to be fair, it should. It
It
should. It
should.
should be listening to our
Okay,
conversation right now.
exactly. You should know what I'm thinking, and it should seep through my fingertips as I
Exactly.
type. Um, I see the baby. She's so cute.
She's so
She hasn't got a
cute.
clue what's going on.
She's like, Mom, Dad. She's so cute. And this is the thing. They wanted a baby. They got the baby. She carried the baby. It's a very, very cute baby. But who are the biological parents of this girl?
Oh, what the hell? So what's this clinic done? They've switched it up. Is it anyone's baby?
This is it. I
I
don't
mean,
well
is it
now
mixed?
who knows if it's the mum's if it's got the mum's genes and not the dad's, if it was the or if it was a completely at what point did the error occur? Was it when they were fertilizing the egg with the sperm? Was it before that happened? Is
But
it?
why does she have her dad's eyes?
It very well could be a mixed baby girl, and they. Oh my God, you're right. He's got such soft, kind brown eyes.
Yeah. I love brown eyes, man. I really
I
do.
am a big fan of brown eyes. I think brown eyes are so underrated.
They
But yeah, so
are.
now they're suing the clinic, obviously. Like, come on. But what do you do with that? It's kind of like that whole dilemma of like the ethical dilemma of where a baby's swapped
Mm,
in the hospital, newborn babies are swapped, and one family takes home one, and the other takes home the other, and they don't realize until literally years and years down the line what
mm.
determines what family is and what parenthood is and who
Yeah.
owns who and who belongs to which family. Do we now swap it and put that
No.
right? No, and obviously they love this girl. They grew a very strong emotional bond throughout the pregnancy. Do you know what it means to carry a baby in your womb that you wanted so dearly, and you went through all those that turmoil and fertility treatment to conceive, and now you're left with all these questions. Where's my embryo? Is someone else carrying that currently? Was it like
Gosh,
what's happened
yeah.
there? What about her genetic parents, the baby's genetic parents? Like what's going on? What now?
I would so not want to mess with the feng shui of like, listen, I want to keep my baby, but now you're so right about the other embryo. Where is it?
Hmm.
And what if when she gets older, she's like, Mom, Dad, I want to find my
Yeah,
biological mom and dad.
yeah. So this couple, they said that they'd be happy to keep her in their care and look after this baby, but they also recognize that morally and legally she should be united with her genetic parents. Which, is that the case legally? I don't know. Clearly they're saying legally, so maybe that is the case. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
also
it's
know. Yeah.
the different states. Because I thought that the person that gives birth to the child, the person that hosts the child and births the child,
Hmm.
has the legal rights. Because I thought that in the case of surrogacy,
Hmm.
where the parents are genetically the parents that gave the embryo, and the surrogate mother still has the rights to keep, to abort, to do
Yeah.
whatever she wants to do.
Hmm. Yeah, which makes sense because it's her body. So she, if it's her choice over where she, what she does with that pregnancy, is in how far she goes with the pregnancy. If she decides that she does want to,
Exactly.
yeah, that's those laws still apply. But I don't know with this in this situation. It's kind of sad. A part of me would be holding my breath, like not wanting to get too attached because it's like,
Exactly. Also, this is such a secondary thing. Like, I know this isn't the thing that's going to be at the forefront of their mind, but I spent thousands, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands,
right,
especially in America. Like, we know how crazy their healthcare is. And
yeah,
this is private and this is IVF. We know how expensive IVF is. And now you've just put me in this situation that I did not ask to be in. And I don't know where my baby is. And now there's this baby that kind of is my baby as well in a different kind of way.
yeah.
And there's a parent out there and now it's all just messed up. So I wonder how much are they suing for, do you know?
I don't actually. Let me see, but
Because it should be money back and damages.
yeah. And how do you even quantify that those damages? I don't get how
Exactly.
you'd even start to have that conversation. But apparently, the clinic has also previously been fined. Like 2 years ago, they had a fine during an inspection because they didn't meet the required performance standards and they didn't weren't compliant with the risk with their risk management system. So it's just a
Idiots.
bit, yeah, you're gonna have to pay up. You're gonna have to pay up.
It's kind of like when you open up your parcel for your wigs and you were expecting two wigs and then
How is it the same? How is it the same? How is it the same, Chidima? She fucked me over so bad. She said the next one's coming by Wednesday latest, and I know that she's lying again. So just stop. You've already ruined the event. Just tell me it's coming next week. I don't care anymore. When it comes, and I'll wear it and I'll enjoy it. Until then, seriously, don't piss me off. And stop DMing me. Did you watch that documentary on Netflix called Our Father? I think it's called Our Father.
no.
Yeah, it was like a few years ago it came out, and it's about a doctor who in America who's like a fertility specialist. He owns his own clinic. Yeah, and he's essentially just created a
Yeah,
whole community where everyone who came to get fertility treatment from him, so came to use their IVF services, he would use his own sperm on these patients without their knowledge. So he essentially
sicko.
he'd take their eggs, fertilize it with his own sperm, and then just created a whole community where so many unsuspecting patients and unsuspecting children were related to each other, half brothers, half sisters, all from this man, the same guy, our father.
I was gonna Google it, but then I was just thinking I was just gonna come up with the Lord's Prayer, so I didn't know what to.
Search our father Netflix, it will come up. But
But
he,
what was that thing for? Would he like discard the sperm that they would give, or
I
would he?
wish I
Was
could
it always
remember
just
every single detail of the documentary, but what I remember is that there were still a lot of question marks. Like it wasn't clear what his motive was. I think it's quite clearly some sort of fetish, right? With these kind of
yeah?
things, some sort of fetish, some sort of Nicolas Cage type. Oh my God, not Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage is a writer or something. I meant Nick
I thought he was
Cannon.
an actor.
Oh, Nicolas Cage is a right is an actor. I meant Nick Cannon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Please bear with me. My brain is not where it needs to be today. But Nick Cannon, where he wants to spread his seed and
Mm.
implement his genes everywhere and whatever it is. It was unclear what his motives were. Whether one time he accidentally dropped the sperm and then he was like, oh shit, let me quickly just sort this out.
He
It's
created a backstory. He's like, wait, hang on.
I've got more. I could do this myself. It's so horrible because a lot of the children were speaking on this documentary, and they're saying now when they're dating,
Oh
that's one of
my
the things that they
God.
have to consider because it's a very small community, like a small town in like Indianapolis.
What the hell?
Yeah. So they have to be careful that they're not accidentally dating someone who's related to them, literally half related to them. And yeah, it was just crazy. This wasn't a case of accidentally swapping around the vials. This was a very deliberate violation. Oh, and also he had a genetic condition as well, if I remember
No.
correctly. Yeah, he had a genetic condition that meant that all of the kids kind of shared different variations of this as well. So it's just messed up on so many levels.
What the actual was he alive? Did he speak on the documentary?
He didn't speak on the documentary, but he did end up getting locked up. So that was his punishment. He's in prison.
Um,
Honestly, though, this went on for years. Like when I say he had kids that were young and kids that were old, this went on for years.
that's sick.
And this all started, it was all uncovered by this one of the kids did an ancestry DNA test just randomly. And it was like, yeah, you're linked to this person, this person, this person, this person. You've got all these half siblings. And she was like, huh? And then it all just snowballed from there. Excellent documentary, fucked up story, but well told, I think.
Damn.
But if you were in this scenario, did you ever watch? No, you haven't. You still haven't watched Desperate Housewives. You still haven't,
Mm-mm.
have you? Okay, well, there's a storyline. Are you going to watch it or should I?
Yeah, of course. I'll watch it. But tell me about the storyline.
Okay,
I'll watch it
there's
though.
a
By the time I
storyline
get
where.
round to it.
Okay, cool. There's a storyline where someone has been swapped at birth and it's later discovered and
Is it Juanita?
it is. And I actually hated this storyline. It was, I didn't really see the point of it. I didn't like how Gabby was behaving or presented. I didn't like how it made the little girl feel during the story. Basically, so Juanita
Mm.
is Gabby and Carlos's daughter. And Gabby is like a proper trophy wife, very petite, very glam, loves shopping, loves all of that stuff. Her daughter is on the heavier side. She's chubby. She's a little girl. Like, she's very cute, very feisty, but she is chubby. And that's a part of her storyline as we go through the series. And one day, it's weird how it happens, but one day, essentially, Gabby finds out that she's not her biological daughter and that her real daughter was swapped. And when they meet the family and meet the actual girl, she's a very petite, very girly, type of character who just is clearly, it seems clear that that's clearly her mom, that's her daughter, they're the same. um and it just changes the way that Gabby starts to see her and behave towards Juanita, because it's like she's seeing what could have been or what should have been if such an error hadn't been made. But to be honest, I didn't like the handling of the storyline because it just happened and then it went and there wasn't any real consequence to it as we went on in the series, so I didn't really see the point. But in the end, they do end up keeping their same daughters. I think she
Yeah,
wanted
they
at
can't
one
swap
point.
back.
Yeah, I think at one point Gabby wanted to have both. She wanted to try and make it be that she has
That's
both.
that's how I would want it to be as
Yeah,
well, you know.
exactly.
But how old were they when they found that out? How old was
Oh, like
Juanita?
six-ish.
Yeah, too far gone.
Yeah. But so what would you do? Would you want your actual biological child back, or would you want the one that you've spent all that time raising and bonding with, and you've spent a lot of money on them too, mind you?
True. But how bonded was she with her? She said she was feisty. Was she annoying?
She was annoying, but so was Gabby. Like, she was feisty
Yeah,
and
but
annoying because her parents were the way they were.
what would I want
Gabby
to
was too
do?
focused on cheating and sleeping with all the hot guys and buying anything that she wants.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, cheers. Because you've got to get with the program. And Carlos was too busy working and being blind for part of the series. So that was a real spoiler. But again, it
Visual.
has but it had no material impact to the story again. Hmm.
Oh, I can't wait to watch this thing. But what would I actually do? I need to. I'd see if I could get rid of the parents somehow. Is
Oh
that
my
horrible?
God. Yeah, that's horrible. That's horrible, girl. I think also the parents of Gabby's biological daughter weren't very well off. They were quite, yeah, working class, and Gabby wanted to sweep in and give her the world kind of thing.
Oh, she thinks she's better. What would you do?
What would I want? I think I'd rather just not know. I'd rather just live my life and be in the bliss of ignorance and never know, because no matter what you do and which one you end up with, you're still yearning for the other. And that kind of
Exactly.
life I can't be asked with. I would keep mine. I'd keep the one that I raised, and then the one that I gave birth to, I'd still want to be in their lives. It'd be kind of like an open adoption kind of thing.
That would be good. You could enjoy Christmases together, see if you
Yeah,
can blend the families,
yeah,
have her move on to Wisteria Lane, that kind of
exactly.
vibe.
Yeah, but imagine if the parents are really annoying and weird. Then I'd be happy to walk away.
Oh, you don't want to think about my option about getting rid of the parents.
What do you mean, killing them or setting them up for to get put in prison?
No,
Because
like,
it's
oh, buying them off.
oh, is that what you meant? You think you can buy someone out from of their child?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it properly,
Maybe,
to be fair.
yeah, yeah. But then also, what you're doing is you're creating more work for yourself as well, because now you've got two kids to look after,
Exactly. Two
and one
girls.
of
And also,
them, yeah,
what's Juanita gonna be like with the
exactly.
girl that's
Now
now
there's
come into her life that's like, that's your real
right,
kid?
right. Now there's going to be comparison. Now they're going to hate sharing. Someone's always going to
Mm,
feel left out. Someone's always going to feel preferred.
mm.
It's going to be long. You're just creating a whole thing for yourself. That is so
Yeah.
messed up. You actually can't play with things like this. Why are you handing off a baby to someone who that isn't their baby? And I don't want to know how common these things are, because genuinely I'm doing an at-home birth so that at least I know there's only one newborn in this building. So that one is
Exactly.
definitely mine.
Exactly. That's why people do weird things like put like a dot on the top of their skull. Or, I don't know when they'd be
Oh,
able to
do
do that.
they? As in, like they mark them with
Yeah,
permanent marker.
yeah,
That is, do you know
so
what?
that they can be
That's
sure.
so funny. That might have to be the play. But then what do you do
Definitely.
when you can still go home with the same baby that you gave birth to, but actually it's black and you're white? Because the clinic did a huge mix up. Well, no amount of dots and permanent marker is going to help you in that situation. There's so much of, I mean, all of medical care is just putting your trust in someone else's qualifications and someone else's systems and hoping
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
advocating and yeah.
Oh, it's a lot. Yeah, it's so scary because when you think about the days when office workers, people that work from home,
Hmm.
allegedly just move their mouse around and
Yeah,
have one of those days where they're not really as engaged.
those people
Yeah, those people.
take the piss.
Health, health, healthcare workers can't have those days, but
No.
you still have that human desire to just like disengage, clock off a little bit mentally.
Yeah, and apart from the desire, like it's a reality that you are going to
Yeah.
be, yeah, you're going to have dips in focus and energy, and you still have to bring that same level each time, because otherwise mistakes like this can happen. But yeah, I'm keen to see how this story plays out and what kind of money is awarded, what happens to the baby, do they ever find out about their embryo, is it still actually there, are they going to want to go for it again? I don't know. I'll see, and then if there are any updates then we can discuss it here.
Definitely.
Anyway, is there anything that you want to put on speaker this week?
Following on from last week, I spoke
Why
about
is it laundry
buzzballs.
again?
No, no, but I did want to say that there is a direct correlation between me trying to save money and me being extremely domesticated now these days because I'm just at home seeing what I can organize and clean
Yeah,
and fix.
that's so fair.
But we did go out, as you said, for Alex's birthday on the Friday, and I had a blue ball, buzz ball again,
Hmm.
and didn't we didn't manage to find the different flavors. It's the grape one that I'm looking for,
Hmm.
and then there's like a peachy one or something, and then there's a pink lemonade one.
Oh yeah.
So I'm still on the hunt for those flavors, but the blue buzzball that's kind of new-ish. is up there. I think that's the best buzzball from the
Yeah.
standard ones for now.
Well,
So,
the
and
first sip we had of it during pre it was straight vodka. We were literally like, "What?
yeah,
This is so strong."
yeah, we didn't shake it enough. But yeah, it gets you where you need to go and it's fun.
Yes.
It was a
Yeah.
nice drunk. I enjoyed it. I was dancing.
That night was so much fun. So much fun. I definitely want to go out again very soon. So let's put something in the diary.
We've got something in the diary.
Oh, yes.
We've got
Yes.
Galentine's night out.
Valentine's. Yes. Yes. We need to extend that invite out so that everyone can join us.
Yeah, definitely. But after that, I want to always have a night out in the calendar. That's what I want
Same.
to do 2026. I want to go out.
Yeah. Same. Especially because in my head, summer's coming. I don't know why. It's because we're in February now. February now. Then it's very soon. It's my birthday, which is May. And then before you know it, it's July. So I can't wait for that. And I'm trying to be outside all of summer. So
Yes, 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 yes. I'm
if you
there.
do
I'm
have
right
the
there with you.
Buzzball Connect and the locations, let us know. And thank you for listening, guys. Follow us on socials at Stay on the Line Sis, Insta and TikTok. And also feel free to comment below. That's all
All
for this
right.
week. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.